Starting with what we are actually going to do today, there is a small thing which I would like to brief you about is, like we are, IBM SkillsBuild is a free access digital learning platform for about where they are having more than 7,500 learning activities that focus on industry relevant skills development in students and job seekers. So basically what we are in, and it is a certificate based learning where you will be trained as per the industry 4.0 requirement, that is in the orientation our guest will speak in detail about that. So let me introduce you to our guest speaker today, Mr. Amit Sharma. He is passionate about capacity building, stakeholder engagements and program management. He has completed his postgraduate diploma in development leadership from Indian School of Management, and he has also master's and bachelor's degree in computer application with BA Sanskrit honors from Delhi University, and which is again a remarkable achievement, with 6.5 years of experience for profit and social development organization. His experience of working with visual impairment and by working with Youth for Jobs Delhi, where he learned about the importance of accessibility and felt the challenges faced by the people with visual impairment at various dimensions. He has also contributed to volunteer-based programs providing mutual exposure to volunteers from leadership positions from HSBC Gurgaon and adult students with visual impairment. He has also provided training with visual impairments on Python computer languages and served Pardada Pardadi Education Society School in rural India for 2 years, where he has worked upon girls' education, women empowerment, community engagements, community skill development program, and also worked with founder Mr. Vikram Samsing, CEO late Mrs. Renuka Gupta. So there are n number of achievements which will take much of the time of the whole session to speak about him. I would request our director sir to kindly offer him something so that as a token of gratitude.
Welcome to the session which we are going to have. It's all about IBM SkillsBuild. IBM SkillsBuild is a digital learning platform which we are going to discuss today. And this will going to help you to skill yourself on the things. So, I hope all of you have heard the name of IBM.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
And what you heard about IBM, will you please share? Any one of you? Again, take on my part. Various organizations. So, who was the first person to step on moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Okay, Neil Armstrong. And what was the spaceship name? What was the name of spaceship? Apollo. Perfect. So, at that time, computation was needed. How many of us use laptop and desktop these days, please? Okay. And they have hard disk? Hard disk is there? We always try to store our thing on cloud because hard disk get correct. Yes? So that hard disk was also designed and developed by IBM so that we can store our data and secondary module in the system only. Okay. I can find many ladies there sitting and just thinking they are all talking about tech and only tech. What about this? So nowadays when a job comes in the market, it comes with a statement that we promote equal job opportunity for all genders. Okay? In starting it was for both genders, but now it's all genders. In 1966, before the movement in America which leads to women's right, IBM started doing that. They were the leader in providing equal opportunity for men and women for all kind of jobs. In 1943, after World War II, what happened? There were many of the casualties were there. And the word handicap get into trend. Because there was people who were holding cap in their hand for begging. What IBM started doing, they started training those people who got any kind of injury, they were handicapped, and started giving them job. So IBM is a tech organization which thinks about everyone. Okay, as per my knowledge, you all are management students? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, please keep answering me so that I don't sleep. Okay, because that open door policy is a policy in which you can directly reach to your head, whomsoever it is. That is not needed that you have to go via the route, your supervisor, then supervisor, then supervisor. You can directly reach to the head of the department. IBM was the first organization who started this, because they think if their employee will be happy, their problem will be solved, then we will in the situation to solve problem outside the world. First we have to fix inside the organization problems. So that's all about IBM. And recently what IBM started, they have a MOU signed with Government of India for their skill building sessions. So let me share the problem which we were facing as an IBM organization in the market. Once we go for, when we publish a job in the market, various people from having various degrees from various colleges, they appear for the job. But the challenge is, we were only able to recruit 3 to 5%. Suppose 100 people have applied, so we were able to hire only 3 to 5%. That means only 3 to 5 people will be joining IBM, rest all will be not. And the people who are joining IBM, again we need to spend a lot of money on their training. We have to spend a lot of money on their training, at least for 6 months. So we are paying you and training you. And what happened? After some time working in IBM, you have 5, 6, 2-3 years of experience, and then you say, okay, tata, bye bye, namaste. We have another offer and we are leaving. So people were joining IBM for one purpose: to gain experience, to get training, and then leave the organization. And as a management student, I think you all will align with me. If an organization is just doing this, then their profit will go down. And that was happening with us. So what we did that rather than people coming to us and having training, sharpening their skills, why don't we have a platform where our job seekers can log in, they can sharpen their skills, whatever they want, not what we want, whatever they want. And then they will decide either they want to join IBM or not. Is that a good step? Yes or no? Yes. So that is the platform which I will be telling you today, that the benefit of that platform, that how that will be going to help you out in making a decision while sharpening your skills and deciding where to move in your future with your career. Because in starting, the major problem is we are loaded with degrees, but when it comes to skills, the situation is somewhere not very good. So, when I say the situation is not very good, I would like to drag your attention to this. According to India Survey Report, Youth India Survey Report of 2022, situation is very much worse. According to them, approximate 50% of our youth is unemployable. That means opportunities are there, but we are not ready to grab. We are not ready to grab them. 63% of skill gap is there in the current market. If someone is on the job, basically in IT, management and engineering, they are facing 63% of skill gap. So organizations are still spending more on people to get trained on various things. After pandemic, the need of skilling ourselves has also get high. The use of IT resources, the use of technology has been high after 2020 pandemic. So what the situation is, according to the McKinsey survey, we will need 42% of more skills to do. Before pandemic, no one was very much in favor of remotely working. Remote working was a dream that someday we will reach there. But due to force of pandemic, what we need to do? Work from home. If you are working from home, then there will be no IT support for you. You will become your own IT support person. Yes or no? How you will manage your each and everything by staying in your home, it's your own responsibility. You need to skill yourself. You need to learn how to share your PPT on the conference or the video conference or the meeting which is going on. We need to know that how to generate our reports by ourselves. Because reporting is a thing which a dream of every manager. What every manager wants. Reports. MIS reports. Because they will help you to analyze. Then you will be able to take decisions. So all of the managers, what they faced in that time, that they need to skill themselves and their teams as well. Because if you know everything, then you have to work. If you want to work with your team, then your team must know about the things. But with this, training cost comes into the picture. Because if you want to train your team, you need to spend money. And at the time, organization doesn't have this much training budgets. Then what they started doing? Co-learning started. But even in the co-learning, you have to synchronize. Someone has to teach you. The concept of self-paced learning, that also get boomed. Why? Because you have your own time to learn things. So there, the IBM SkillsBuild digital learning platform comes into picture, and that help many of the people from your age to sharpen your skills, because it has more than 10,000 courses which are freely available. It's similar to Coursera, edX, Udemy, the all digital learning platform which you know. The only difference is here everything is free of cost. When I say free of cost, then I mean there is no subscription cost is there. Either you do the course or you do the certificate. You will be not spending any money on that part. Okay? So basically it talks about why subject relevant skills are needed. Any answer? What do you understand by subject relevant skills? If you are a manager, what are the core skills you need to have? Communication, leadership, team handling. Yes or no? Budgeting, analyzing. These are the things which you need to know. And if you are lagging there, if you are lagging in your core skills, what will happen? You will not sustain in the organization. There will be a challenge. And what will be happening? Then you will be leaving one organization, going to another organization, then another, then another. What will happen? It will showcase in your resume that in every 6 months you are just switching jobs. And there must be a reason that you are not aligned with your core skills. And what will happen someday? Some of your manager will point out to you, okay, man, this is the area you need to work. Then your dimag ki batti will on, then you will work on it. So you always have to be very much focused on your domain skills. If you have your domain skills, then the another kind of skills you will require is professional skills. Suppose you are very good at your domain, but you don't have professional skills. Then there will be the performance-based issues will be there. After this, we also need job readiness skills, which I think you already are known to them, that what kind of job readiness skills are required. So these are some essential skills or the core skills which are mandatory needed from the organization these days. In essential skills, artificial intelligence, digital marketing, blockchain, cybersecurity, data sciences, entrepreneurship. Nowadays, what organizations are doing, if you will say in the interview that, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur. Okay, so they will say, okay, we are giving you the project with a free hand. We are going to give you a project with free hand. Execute it like an entrepreneur. So, if we don't know how entrepreneurship works, what are the things which we need to take into account while thinking of entrepreneurship, we will be not able to do it. Project management. These days, every organization is working on project. Business fundamentals. While taking decision, if you have a MIS and you are analyzing it and you have to make a decision, then you have to be very clear about business fundamentals which your organization is following. If you won't be able to do that, there will be a compromise with business fundamental of the organization, and that will become a challenge in long run. We need to know about it, that what kind of business fundamentals are there and what we need to check into it. Then we have professional skills. The first one is communication. And why, as a professional, we need to be a good communicator. Why? Why we need to be a good communicator? Anyone? Importance of communication. Very simple question. Please try to be a manager. Always try to be a leader. Because leader always has followers. And followers do everything for their leaders. But for managers, people don't do. They will be doing job only because you are the manager and they are the subordinates. Okay? So communication is very much important. When communication comes into picture, the next one is critical thinking. Nowadays everybody is talking about it. Because what is happening? With the Z generation, which is the generation of yours, whenever a problem came into picture, we directly go to Google. We don't apply our mind. First of all, what we do are the emotional advertisements. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If you are not emotionally intelligent person, you will get influenced by it by the end of the advertisement. And then you will be spending your money unnecessarily on the product or the service. Yes or no? Because everyone knows that in India, we are very emotional people. If someone touches our emotions, we get the job done. Yes or no? And suppose you are a leader of the institution and a student came to you and he's just crying. Sir, घर जाने दो. पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लग रहा, घर जाने दो, please. He's crying. और बहाने बता दिए उसने 4-5. Then what you need to do? You need to understand the emotional state of the person. Is supporting him will be helpful in the long run or not. So you have to be emotional intelligence, because when you will be the manager, the leader in the organization, people will come to you and they would like to have the advantage from you on the basis of emotions. They will be playing with your emotions. You have to be intelligent at that time. You have to find out that person who is with you, is he playing with your emotions or is he the right person to believe? Leadership, mindfulness, problem solving, self-study. Believe me, ask your professors or the people who are working, who are elder to you. Learning will not going to stop after you graduate from here. Actually, that will start from that day. You are in the preparation for the lifelong study. The day you will graduate from here, that will be the first step towards that learning. Because till now, you are learning from others people experience. You are reading books, you are listening to your professors, you are reading researchers. But from day you will move to next step, you will be having your own experiences. And then you will be learning from them only. So your day, the day you will graduate, the actual learning will start from your own experiences. I think these job readiness skills, you already had a lot of sessions on job readiness skills, that how to write a resume, how to make your profile ready. Okay, just one question from my side. Which is the portal which is providing highest job these days? Apart from Naukri. LinkedIn is the one. So please prepare your profiles well on LinkedIn. And why LinkedIn is promoted in spite of Naukri, Link or Times Job, Job Portal, all job portals? Why LinkedIn is recommended?
It is professional.
And what is the benefit of having so much professionals there?
Like it's easy for like various professionals of various industries to communicate with each other like properly. I mean, professionally on a professional platform.
On a professional platform. People are also doing the same kind of thing on Facebook as well. But why LinkedIn has its own advantage? Why? Making decisions, ask why. Try to find out. And I think your professor will agree with me. If you will start with why, you will exactly know that what the things there. Okay. LinkedIn is recommended to getting job. HR will call you and you will say whatever the story you have made and they have to believe. Is there any other way? No? Various people from various organizations, even from your manager point of view, he also know what you do. And if you are making some tweaks which not has to be there, you will be caught. And that is the only benefit which people have from LinkedIn. Okay? And as an organization perspective, you need not to pay anything to LinkedIn to post and to hire someone, which is a very cost saving thing. On Naukri, you need to pay from 5,000 to 25,000 for one hiring. That's why people are recommending LinkedIn these days. So, our digital learning platform which is there, it helps you to have a psychometric analysis, which will help you to lead you to learning paths. It will recommend you the learning paths, that these are the learning paths which you can go with, which will help you to learn 21st century skills. Apart from your professors, your guides, these are also people who can help you out from around the globe, not from any particular country. So that will be a great advantage, and you will get certificate and badges. You will find certificate after every activity you will do, every course you will do. Even if it is a 5 minutes activity, you will get a certificate of it if you want. If you don't want, that's up to you. And these are the activities which your professors can also use in making your course curriculum. They can also use those activities if you will. So many of the institutions are doing that they will find out the activity from our platform and they will include in their program. And if student get that activity done, they will only going to give them credits. So this is also the way. You will get certificate and badges. Certificates you will get for every activity, but for badges, you have to complete a set of course. So if a digital marketing course, then it will be having level 1, level 2, level 3. So if you are done with level 1, you will get the badge of level 1 certification. When you will complete level 2, then you will get the level 2 badge. But if you do an activity of what is digital marketing, which is for 15 minutes only, then only you will get a certificate. Okay? We also provide innovation camps. Innovation camps are the project-based learning methods in which you will find real-time problems to be solved by you only, with the help of the mentor which will be guiding you. And at last you will get employment opportunities from IBM India. Okay, on this we also provide job readiness workshop, master classes on various topics as per the request of your professors and your leaders. We also provide webinars. Innovation camps, I already told that technical and non-technical, both kind of innovation camps we have. And we also have a campus ambassador program. So if you will be doing good, using this platform and excelling, then with the recommendation of your professors, with your institutions, you will be the ambassador for your institution and you will be representing your institution with IBM Skill Build. So also you get an opportunity to network with people around the globe, and they will give you a skill build community opportunity from where you can learn all about the events happening around the globe. So if there is some conferences going on business analytics and you are interested in it, you need not to pay anything. If it is there, they will help you out to get into it. So not only the conferences, the webinars from India, you will get an access to around the globe learning methodologies. So these are the badges. There will be a badge, this kind of badge you will get, that will be a digital badge. You can leave that badge to your platform, and near about 21 lakh hours has been completed, and this is the data of 6 months back. So now it must be near about 31 lakh hours has been completed by various users on this platform. And we also give you placement assistance. Every year we provide placement to 5,500 students. So if you will be using it, and what is the use of this platform is, suppose you are learning a skill from this platform and IBM has a job related to those skills, then you will receive a notification that with sync to your skills there is a job available. If you want to apply, you can apply. So you will get direct notification from IBM to have a job with your relevant skills only. These are some of our common partners are there. More than 100 partners from India. And this is the certificate which you will get after completing our course. So today we are going to learn that how to generate a certificate with us. Okay? So first of all, I'll explain you. Now, the most boring part of this presentation is over, because now I'll be speaking less and you will be doing more. So please pay attention. I'll be telling you the steps that how you need to register yourself on this platform first, and then I'll be explaining you that how you'll be able to do the activity, so that you will be able to generate your certificate. Okay? So first of all, there is a registration link and there is a QR code. You can go with either way. Don't do right now, let me explain, then you will do. I'll give you an opportunity to come closer and scan and do whatever you want with the link. Okay? So first of all, what we need to do is we need to scan the code. Once we will be scanning the code, then it will ask about your location, your age group, and some terms and conditions. Read more check boxes and it will say you are in. Okay? Once you come here, that means your registration part is done. Guys, please listen. You all have to perform these steps, because if you don't proceed with these steps, you won't be able to use the platform. And this is a platform which is freely available to you only because IP University has an MOU signed with IBM. Maybe in 6 months, there will be 25,000 courses. And those courses are from various institutions, various prestigious institutions. Okay? Once more I am repeating what you need to do. We have to go for registration link. We have to scan. It will ask for our Gmail ID. Click on it. Select the Gmail ID you want to proceed with. You have to mention your full name. And you will find there are 3 options. Then you have to select a college student, because you are a college student. your location, your age, terms and conditions, checks, then you will be having a screen which will display that you are there. Then it will ask for your language, and this will ask the selection, that what you want to be. So select only one or two things. Because if you select the whole list, more than 10, 15, then you will be confused what to do or what not to do. Proceed with one, do it, then proceed to another one. Okay? You have to select your interest area. Once you select your, because I'm giving you the tutorial that how to proceed. You have to press on cancel. Then there will be option to skip tutorial. Press on that, and here you will be. There will be your home page. You have to click on go to this activity. Once you click on go to this activity, it will lead you to the YouTube page where there will be a video of 1 minute 40 seconds. You have to watch that video carefully. Okay? Then you have to come back to the page. You have to mark it complete. Once you mark it complete, it will ask for the time you have invested. Once you do it, you will find a completion mark there. Look, previously there was no completion mark. But once you complete it, there will be the date and a right checkbox that you have completed it. Then you have to click on these three dots and you have to click on view completion certificate. Then there will be the certificate in front of you. Okay? Then you can save it, you can download it, you can print it, and you can use it. Okay? Any doubt? So now it's time to do it. Please take out your phones. Yeah. Thank you. And I have received this complaint every time in my session from the people who keep talking throughout the lecture. And they will be the first person to say, sir, network nahi aa raha. But they will be texting to their friends on WhatsApp or Insta. So please, it's for you, it's not for me. Whomsoever is having any problem in scanning the code, they can come in front and scan it. You must be having your class groups. If you are having the class groups, please circulate. आपको हर बार लॉगिन पहली बार रजिस्ट्रेशन करना उसके बाद लॉगिन करना organizations are the organizations which had the great future, which have their great balance sheets, which have very well established business. So in India, do you know any organization which is more than 100-year old? Apart from Tata? Apart from Tata? Reliance is not 100 years old organization, man.
Sir, Aditya Birla.
Birla Group is more than 100 years. ENY? I'm talking about India only. Which is the organization which has more than 100 years of establishment in India? JK Group. And look, if the organization is old enough, then it will be able to sustain for next 50 years at least, which will be safe for you. Have you heard of Dabur? How many years? 130 years. You all know how to read annual reports. So whenever you go for applying in any of the organizations, please go and read their annual report. You will get to know that what kind of plans they are having and what kind of financial status they have. Don't go and join an organization which will be going to shut in next 3-5 years. What you need to do? Read annual reports. Okay. And why Fortune 500 only? Why Fortune 500 only? Why I am not telling you to go and work with startup?
Because they have future.
In starting, you need to learn how to work in a system. And systems are well established in these Fortune 500 organizations. And I'm really very sorry to say, if I must be recruiting from this institution, I must have not recruited any one of you today. Because none of you had made an impression on me like this, okay, I want to go and recruit these people. Because while we are recruiting for our organization, we not only look on your degrees, your skills. The major part which we look today is behavior. Because our teams are working cross-cultural around the globe. And if you are not able to maintain yourself within the classroom to the known people, how you will behave in a team where people will be from different areas. There will be language barriers. There will be timing barriers. And interview doesn't start always from the interview. It always starts prior to that. So please maintain your behavior. Because you doesn't know, maybe after 6 months when you will be graduating, I may be the person who will see the college list to be visited and I'll say no for this college. Because I have visited and I haven't seen people there. There are chances. Because only the experience you have provided to me. So please, I'm requesting you, don't spoil your future. Because for you it may be the fun, but it can ruin your future. Try to grab the opportunity. And in my teaching experience, I have seen the people who least ask question, they always stay at the least. Because they don't have curiosity to go ahead. Once I announced that if there is any question, I'll be happy to answer, I was expecting that at least you will ask some generous questions. And same thing happens in your interview. When interviewer asks, do you have any question? What's there? A complete silence. That does mean that you don't have anything to ask. You are not optimizing the utilization of the time of the person, of the resource which is there. Fortune 500 organizations are always going to move ahead. If you want to go, your recruitment will be after 6 months. It has started. So if that has started, you must be very curious about the skills which organizations are looking for the kind of position you are applying for. Because once I'll have a position the all eligible people from all of you will apply. What will make you stand out? What will be the thing which will make you stand out? That will be your skills, your behavior. And if you are not paying attention to that, there will be lots of hurdle. And if you are creating that kind of hurdles for yourself from starting, then there will be no great lending from this institution to anywhere. So please, I'm again giving you time. If you have any question, please ask. If you have. If you don't have, I don't want to spoil your time.
So this is CSR initiative?
Yes, it is. How many of you know about CSR? How many of have you read CSR Act? Because once you will be joining organizations, there will be a CSR committee in your organization, and you will be the person who will be helping out in some of the other way. Please read it. POSH and POSCO. How many of you are aware of it? Please read it. POSH and POSCO Act. Because your workplace, at your workplace, POSH and POSCO will help you out. Not only at your workplace, it will help you out to save your cousins, your kids near about. Read. Ask questions to your professors. They are great resources. Make their life tough by asking questions. Ask a question where a professor, I'll say, you will win at that day when you will have a question and professor doesn't have an answer. And that day, that professor will also start having a proud of you. That you ask such kind of question that I need to go and study again. Please ask. Because while we are in the classroom, you always think that we are the people who just go and just start our tape record and go out from the classroom. You made us like that. We are not like that. You made us like that. Please start finding the jobs. Find the skills which are relevant. If you don't have relevant skills, ask your professors, ask your elders how to get those skills. How to do certain things which you don't know. How to succeed in a new job. What kind of challenges you have. You can ask your professors, you can ask your elders that once you started your job, what kind of challenges you had and how you passed them. Please ask. Once you are preparing yourself for your jobs, please, first thing what you need to do, you have to go and check their websites, read their annual reports, read their mission and vision. Why mission and vision? Why? Don't do it because I am saying it. Please understand the concept behind it. You have to read mission and vision. Why? Because if that is not aligning with your goal, that will be not a right organization for you. You will be finding yourself stuck in that organization after just 30 days. In 2015, that was 90 days of period where after that people start finding them they are stuck. But now it is only 30 days. After once your salary is credited or your internship or whatever you are doing, if once they are credited, you will find काम तो इतना कराते हैं पैसे दे नहीं रहे बेकार है organization. Because your mission and vision not aligned with them. Do it. Do we have any list where you want to apply? A list of organizations where you want to apply? As ma'am told you, recruitment has been started. Do you have a wish list? Do you have the wish list of the positions you want to apply? But we have wish list on your YouTube, on Spotify. We have wish list to spend our time at the places from where we are now going to earn. But we don't have wish list for the places which will be going to help us to learn. Yes. It is not for you. If you are in the first semester, then also you have to start it, because the time you will be in the final year, you will have a great list with you. Because the nature of job will be keep changing. Everyone knows if a person wants to be IAS, from where they start? From NCERT, and from which grade? 6 to 12th grade. And they at least have to start it from their day one of their graduation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that they can be at the position. So if you are even from the first semester, you have time, utilize it for doing this. For final year student, it's an alarming situation. What kind of job you want to do? Because the nature of job is getting shifted. Now every organization is looking for a person who know how to do the digital marketing kind of thing. They are looking for people who have creative thoughts. Yes, please.
Today we had, as you said,